My name is Robert Lemermeyer. I'm a photographer slash artist slash mountain aficionado. All capital letters, the last part. I first got into photography, I think I was probably about 10 years old. My dad and my Uncle Monty, my mom's brother, were into photo. And they used to do these competitions. They'd say, okay, you get to take pictures for a month, and then they would have a slideshow in our living room, and there'd be drinks and the laughter and just the kind of creative tennis they played with each other really, really inspired me. I thought, I want to be I want to be the third person in that fold. My sort of photography story or lineage, I worked in an architect's office. I used to hire photographers. And I've always taken photos. I thought, you know what, I'd like to do this. I'd like to give this a go. So eventually I got into shooting architectural photography, which led to travel photography. So I used to kind of combine those two skills, and that was kind of my look. Back in 2017, my career, I think, had plateaued, and I was sort of living off my laurels a bit, and I had a hard time with that. And I was also struggling with, depression. I wasn't motivated, I wasn't inspired. And my son and I every weekend would go skiing or camping or kayaking, and then he says, let's go climb mountains. I'm like, I don't climb mountains, but I'll give it a go. And that's really where the transformation started. We just started hiking, and then every weekend, and then harder stuff, and then it became a real passion and obsession. And my professional, artistic, everything changed into something that I didn't expect. But now I find such solace, such peace in it, and in endless beauty in compositions. I've never been this inspired. When we're in nature or we're spending a day doing a summit, I'm just a laser focus, but it's a relaxed laser focus, like you get when you do yoga. Like everything just sort of floats away, and it's just me and the conversations I'm having with the person I'm with and the challenge at hand. In the literally we had been only at it about 6 months when we met Milan on a mountain, and I was pretty spooked that day. But what he brought was experience. He really accelerated our progress.
So this is the route if you're gonna do it. So this is where you go spar hook.
Yep.
And this is here, and this is the really junction when you go, and then you go.
Spare Hawk Tarns there, and then
Yeah.
It's the grind part of any particular scramble or climb. When you're stuck in a big scree field, or you've got something like this is going to be tough. This next couple hours is going to hurt, or that first hour once you get out of the car and you just think, I'd like to be at home. I could be reading my book with my blanket on my sofa. So working through those challenges within yourself is where the gold is. It's been a complete transformation in my mental health, physical health, my professional life, my relationship with my wife and my children and my siblings. Everything has changed. We've done mountains this year that I photographed in years past that I thought, maybe 5 years or 6 years or down the road we can do, that we've done this year. The sense of accomplishment is overwhelming. It just feels so great. And that's something, once you've done it, no one can take it away from you. And and you get back in the car and you're driving, and you're looking at each other, and the music's going, and it just feels so great. And that's what we're addicted to, that sense of personal challenge and the sense of accomplishment. Yuri and I have some pretty ambitious goals. He's starting engineering school tomorrow. I'm 55 years old. I'm done like 95 summits. I want to do 1,000 minimum, in the next 10 years, probably more. And it's not just the number, it's just the experiences. Are these mountains, are they doable?
Some of them are, yeah. Some of them are really tricky scrambles. That one guy, Robertson. But it was really cool being up where this photo was taken from. Early evening, super cool light, surrounded by 3 big 11,000ers close by. This Joffrey and King George.
Yeah, that's the part I was worried about, because I knew I was going to get emotional. That's the magic of this. Is the time that we spend together, and seeing him from a 13-year-old boy to becoming a man, spending time every weekend, spending one day together in the mountains, just experiencing these incredible places. Why I think this show at this time with the Bateman works well, the timing was perfect, because their whole kind of philosophy, and Robert Bateman's philosophy, is the healing power of nature and spending time in nature and protecting nature And it's just something that I've come into really to appreciate and to respect and to actually like crave only in the last 3-4 years. So like it just happened to collide in with my life at the right time. The basic philosophy or message behind it is completely congruent with what I'm doing. So I think it's just a perfect fit. Well, this exhibit, it's a lot of work. I took the whole thing on myself that I could build everything and do all the printing, and I just wanted to enjoy it and take my time with it and just craft these images and these three-dimensional pieces to inspire people to even just share a little bit what we experience every weekend. If there's anything I'd like to say or add, I just get out into nature. Just get away from the city. Leave the cell phone in the car. That's it. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy or dangerous mountains or the Himalaya. Just get out there, get into nature and let it teach you, let it inspire you, let it heal you.